This is part 1 of the video on chapter 38, power series and functions. So what we're going to do in this chapter is we're interested in writing a function as a power series. So what we're going to do in the first video is example 232 and example 233. In the second video, we will study study theorem 234 and use that theorem to do example 235. So we see this function and we recognize this as sort of the result of the ratio test. And so what we can do is we note that the series n equals 0 to infinity of x squared to the n is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus x squared if x squared is less than 1. And x squared is less than 1 if x is strictly between -1 and 1. So f of x is the sum n equals 0 to infinity of x to the 2n for x in the interval, the open interval -1 to 1. For the second one, again, we sort of recognize this as the result of the ratio test, where x squared is our a and the x is the r. Okay, so note that. The sum of n equals 0 to infinity of x squared times x to the nth power is again x squared divided by 1 minus x for absolute value of x less than 1. So g of x is equal to the sum n equals 0 to infinity of x to the n plus 2, just multiply these two terms, for x in the open interval -1 to 1.